Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I picked up some really nice freebies from Care at my Take at the Lake, and I'll leave a link because those freebies are still up and you too can get these great tag photos. So anyway, I will show you what I did to put those together into tags. And I grabbed 3 of these time cards that I had. I picked up a big block of time cards at the bins, and they have come in very handy for making large tags. And I kind of prefer the larger tags. So I printed out the tags that Care had offered on her channel for free, and glued one side of this time card. And then I went ahead and I turned it over, and I didn't really care to have the time card on the back. I like to have a clean writing surface because I think the tags, the journal tags, are for journaling, and so it's hard to journal over something. And I had a little procedure done this week, so I'm not allowed to do any stretching or anything. So I was grabbing things that I could I could just reach from where I was sitting, and white typing paper, white copy paper was the only thing I could grab that was big enough to cover that. So I glued that on. You know, needs must. You do what you can. So anyway, so I glued that very heavily because I always think that I've got it glued well enough, but it never is. I'm always finding little pieces that lift up. So, lift up. I wanted to say off and up at the same time. And I said off. So anyway, so I used the white, but after cutting it out, which I'm going to painfully show you how I cut it out. So I'll tell you a little bit about this cardiac procedure that I had. I have this thing that caused my heart to start beating really fast. And I've had it all my life, but since I was 16 that I knew about it. And I recently finally went to a cardiologist to find out why my heart would start beating really fast. I waited this long because I always was able to fix it myself. And so when I went to the cardiologist, he said it was WPW, and it was pretty rare condition, but definitely fixable, and fixable by medication, which is what I had heard, which is why I went ahead and went to the cardiologist, because truthfully, I stay out of doctor's offices if I possibly can, obviously, since I've had this since I was 16. Although I have mentioned it to every doctor that I've ever seen over the years, and nobody ever picked up on it. So he said there was a fix for it and gave me some medicine, but then he said there's also a procedure where he could, what it is an extra pathway, an electrical pathway, an extra one in your heart. He says he could just zip in there and take it out. And so I said, okay. He says, and you'll never have it again. He says, even with medicine, you'll have it occasionally. And, it's very annoying to have it. And I was getting it more and more frequently as I aged. So I said, okay, I'll do that. And I went and had that done. It's just like a procedure where they go up through the groin into the heart, and then they cauterize the the pathway. Well, he said I had a very strong pathway. And I said, that's from long-term use. It just got stronger and stronger. He laughed. But anyway, so it's gone. And it was a very easy procedure. So if anybody has, you should look up WPW if you have any kind of, if your heart beats fast out of the blue for no reason, and it makes you feel kind of weak and tired and kind of breathless. So it's uncomfortable to have it done, which is why I learned how to fix it over the years. But anyway, so I had that done this week, and so now I'm under restrictions not to do much of anything. But I figure I can play in my journals. So I got this. Anyway, I found this other piece of paper just laying there right in reach, and I thought, oh, I like the yellow on that. I actually like that whole pattern, and I think that you can easily write on that because it has lines. So better yet. So I got that one on, and I got that one done, and it looked pretty good. I always like to make sure that the edges get that color on them so that they're not white. So I made 3 of them. Now the first one I got too short on there, and by itself it looks fine. Because I always do something wrong. Anyway, I decorated them with some gauze and some sticker phrases and some puffy sticker there with super cool stuff inside. And then I went ahead and I made a background. I'm trying to get a background going on for a place to put them in my book. Now this is my Junky. Yay for getting into the Junky. And I found this was in my reach, and I don't even remember ever seeing this. It's like just whatever I needed magically appeared. And I absolutely love this. It's not too Halloween-y, but it's spooky looking. I don't even know if it's supposed to be spooky looking, but it's spooky looking to me. And look at that. I've got gauze residue stuck to my fingernail. That's so funny. But anyway, this was fun, and I thought, oh, I love this. This is perfect. Not sure what I'm going to do with it, other than put it down, and then I've got to figure out something for the other side. Did have to trim it down a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. I didn't have to trim off too much. Anyway, it really looks cool. I loved that orangey yellow. Looked very fallish, and yellow roses in the picture. Now I thought I might use this paper and spray it with some purples and yellows and apparently blues. And I kind of played around with it, and because I didn't want to be too matchy, so I thought I'll use this other color. And first of all, none of my sprays would work except for the blue. And so then I started splashing it with some of the purple. And then I started just dipping it in and using the end of the applicator there like a pen. And started writing with that faux writing. I can't remember what it's called. I saw it on Janet Nash's channel where she did this pretend writing. I'm not sure why we're doing pretend writing, but I thought, okay, that's easy enough to do, except I kept starting off with a J. Maybe psychosomatic because I'm Jean. But anyway, I kept kind of doing a lot of J's, but I ended up having a lot of fun playing around with that, and it made for a very interesting sheet of paper. But overall, as I was doing it, I was thinking it is quite a big contrast. So I started feeling like maybe I wouldn't use it. See there, it was just too much. I decided I was probably going to have to go matchy after all. And since I was writing on it, I wrote it sideways too. I thought I needed to use it sideways. So I grabbed this because this was the only thing that was fairly near the color or might work, and I put that on. That was right there within reach. I didn't have to move or stretch or get up or do anything, so that I was happy about that. And it's nice because I had a pocket, and as you'll see what I did with the pocket, you'll see that come up in just a few minutes. Now you'll have to look carefully because I only used a few of those leaves that I just took out of that package. But anyway, I glued it all down, and I kind of edged it a little bit and knocked it back with a little bit of brown ink, so it looked didn't look quite so brand new. I added a little border on the far side just because I had a little bit of white that you could see. And then this is the tag that I didn't put a backing on, and I went ahead and glued it right down on that opposite side there because it just looked awesome to me. I loved it. I thought the little pieces that I added to it, the mesh and the different things, added quite a lot. And then I'm kind of giving you a little close-up of some of the areas so that you can see. It's kind of hard to see with the magazine, it's so shiny. But I took the other two, and they fit perfectly in the pocket. Since Halloween's over, we'll just enjoy those on my Halloween page until maybe sometime I can share them or use them in another journal next year. Now I was going to put them down in there, but I wanted to leave them up so that you could actually see them. So I just folded that back and glued it down. And there we go. There's my page, and I really like it, and I appreciate Kari giving us. There's several other pieces of ephemera that she is giving away for free. So be sure and go over to her channel and take a look at what she did over Halloween if you haven't already. So bye-bye now, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping and watching, and be sure and hit the like button and subscribe if you want to. Bye-bye.